QUALISOY is a one-of-a-kind agricultural initiative designed to work with the soybean industry to bring healthier, more functional oils to the marketplace, reduce environmental impacts by improving animal feed efficiencies, maintain the global competitiveness of the U.S. soybean industry.
As 2005 chairman of the United Soybean Board and a longtime director, I've seen the development of QUALISOY firsthand. QUALISOY was born out of a farmer-led effort to engage the soybean industry and to be more receptive to our customers' needs. We listened to feedback from food manufacturers and processors, animal nutritionists, environmental agencies, and some of the top academic minds in agribusiness. We needed to do better and find a way to produce superior soybeans that would meet the diverse needs of a changing marketplace. We realized right away that this needed to be a collaborative effort involving virtually every link of the soybean production chain.
Bringing improved soybeans to the marketplace means the commitment to every aspect of quality trait improvements, from the development of germplasm and ultimately to the marketing and distribution of finished oil and meal products.
The first strategic goal is for the soybean industry to accelerate the development and commercialization of soybeans with superior oil attributes for human health and food quality by reducing linolenic acid levels, increasing oleic acid levels, and decreasing saturated fat.
We know that we're consuming about 1 billion pounds of low linolenic soybean oil every year. So having that fact, we can plug that fact, that as an assumption, into our economic analysis. And that will give us an idea of what impact this has had on soybean oil prices, soybean prices, and the segments in the soybean industry. As we look at that, we feel pretty certain that we have increased soybean oil utilization by over 800 million pounds simply because low linolenic soybeans are available. This has had a positive impact on every segment of the industry. Having avoided losing soybean oil utilization, the price of soybean oil is some 5 cents per pound higher than it otherwise would be. This has also caused the crush of soybeans in the U.S. to increase, and we estimate that increase to be about 67 million bushels annually. This has increased the production of soybeans by some 23 million bushels and has had a positive impact on soybean price of over 10 cents a bushel. These results clearly show that QUALISOY and this effort have added considerable value to all segments of the soybean value chain. Similar analysis for future traits indicates very much the same thing. We're looking at high oleic soybeans and mid-oleic low-sat soybeans. The involvement of QUALISOY members has helped ensure the success of this trait and will ensure the success of future traits in years to come.
QUALISOY's work has been absolutely critical to food manufacturers. Its work on new soy oil varieties that meet functional needs and health, whether it be no trans fat, reduced saturated fat, increased omega-3 fatty acids, all will help manufacturers, whether they be for packaged foods or for food service, to deliver on consumers' expectations for nutrition and health.
The second strategic goal set by leaders in the soybean industry is to accelerate the development and commercialization of soybeans with superior animal feed for improved digestibility and reduced environmental impacts by increasing metabolizable energy, reducing phytate phosphorus by 40%, and by increasing essential limiting amino acids. As the dominant protein source for animal agriculture in the United States, more than half of the U.S. soybean crop is used to produce soybean meal for domestic animals. However, the livestock industry is facing increased pressure from environmental organizations and regulatory agencies to reduce water pollution and environmental degradation caused by livestock operations.
Well, ensuring that the soybean industry meets the needs of the feed industry is vital. While making changes in on-site production can help improve environmental aspects, modifying the amount and the composition of waste can have significant and lasting effects. That's why the QUALISOY effort is so important. It's a way of solving the problem from the inside out, so to speak.
The final strategic goal for QUALISOY is to help facilitate a marketing system to successfully deliver the enhanced soybean products to the marketplace. QUALISOY will focus on various levels of the soybean value chain to help create marketplace needs and drive acceptance by growers. With these lofty goals, collaboration across all channels in the soybean industry is critical.
The diversity of this 22-member board ensures that all interests throughout the value chain are represented. The QUALISOY board members take their responsibility seriously, and they're dedicated to the cause. For example, public and private seed breeders are sharing research findings and exchanging ideas to expedite the development of the target traits. When I look back over the course of this initiative, I'm pleased to see we've overcome obstacles, and I'm proud of the progress we've made to date, as well as the future course we've outlined.
Low linolenic varieties were just the first category of trait enhancements to come out of the pipeline. The low linolenic trait is followed by a high oleic, lower saturated fat variety, which would further improve stability and functionality, as well as the health profile of partially hydrogenated alternatives. Additional food industry offerings will include a soybean with increased omega-3 levels, a bean that provides a healthier solid fat alternative through higher stearic acid content, and a soybean that will be mid-oleic and low in saturated fats. In the feed industry, targeted traits are lowered phytate, higher metabolizable energy, and amino acids. Public and private breeders are constantly working on additional traits and/or combinations of these traits, so the pipeline extends much further than meets the eye.
I would say that QUALISOY is much more than just a short-term initiative. I think it is a long-term vision that will help set a higher standard for the U.S. soybean industry, and it will be one that we continue to build upon. Today, the soy industry has made significant progress in launching products which have the potential of meeting the food industry's goal of reducing or eliminating trans fats. This has been done collectively as an industry, from fields to processing plants to food manufacturers and finally to end consumers. The future looks bright for more positive improvements that will continue to meet marketplace needs of food and feed consumers and provide value to everyone involved in the production chain.